Hi, I'm Julie Carlyle from ThermoKitchen, and today we're going to take the spiralizer through its paces. So here is the spiralizer. This is the new attachment from Vorwerk. In Australia, we actually haven't quite got it in to buy at the Mixshop yet. It will be coming by the end of January 2025, and I've got some news on how you can go about getting it, but we'll leave that for the end. Okay, so let's have a look and see what is in the box. Okay, so we have our instructions. Let's get rid of this. Leave the instructions away. Okay, so we've got our green blade here. Now the green blade is for doing noodles. We have our the pusher that pushes down into the shaft, and we've got these little spikes which holds onto the vegetables as you're putting it down so it doesn't spin around. Now we have a black blade, and this blade is for cutting ribbons. And then we've got this cassette which holds the blades. Yes, and now to use this the spiralizer, we also need some other things. So we can't just use the spiralizer. If you don't have the cutter attachment, you will need that also. So this is the cutter, and there's only a few parts of the cutter that we actually need. So we need the shaft, and we pop that in there. We need the basket, and that goes in there. Now I'm going to do noodles first, but anyway, we need the cassette from the spiralizer set, and that goes on here. Now when we put the spiralizer in place, we need to make sure that the cassette is in the same position as we put the vegetable feeder. So here I've got the green cassette here, so I'm going to pop the feeder here, and this is where this goes in here. Okay, now I'm just going to check that. So I can lift this off, and you can see again what I mean. So we've got the green blade here and the feeder there. Okay. Okay. And then we have a new pusher, and that goes down there like that. Okay, pretty simple. Now to use it, when the spiralizer officially comes into Australia, we will slide over here if you've got a TM6. We will slide up, and we will get a new function on our functions menu, and it will say spiralizer. We will tap the spiralizer and then just turn the selector one click. For now, we go to the home button and we tap on the blade speed and we turn to speed 4, and that will activate our spiralizer. Okay. So if we want to change to the ribbon, we need to remove this cassette and swap it over for the black blade. Now, okay, and to take the blade out, we just put our fingers there, thumbs there, and push. And then we have the cassette here, and we just open the cassette by pressing in, and we can remove the green and pop in the ribbon, the black ribbon spiralizer. And clip that together. And then back in. And there we go. Okay, now let's take a look at some vegetables. Okay, so we can make noodles or we can make ribbons. Now, because we've got the ribbon spiralizer in, we'll start with some ribbons. So we might do the cucumber. Now, when you are doing any vegetables, it's always good to start with to use quite a fat vegetable, because there will be an area in the middle that won't be spiralized. So by getting a large vegetable, something that's just fitting in the feeder, you'll get more of the spiralizing noodles or ribbons. Okay, so tap on the blade, pop the cucumber onto the feeder, and pop the cucumber in to the chute and turn to speed 4. Let's take a look. Awesome. You gotta see it in here. This is what it looked like when I looked in. And, ooh, so that's my cucumber. Just a few little bits in here. And you're probably thinking, well, what am I going to do with that? But how nice would that look in a salad, like presented that way in a salad, just chopped up maybe a few little times? I think that would look fabulous. And I can imagine putting some dill and some seafood, a yogurt dressing. Very nice. I'll leave that over there. Okay, now, so that's a really nice healthy way we could use our ribbon blade. But as I always say to everybody when they buy their Thermomix, you can use your Thermomix for good or evil. And what I mean by that is you can use it for healthy things, or you can go and use it for treats. So with potatoes, we can do them like a chip on a stick, or the tornado potatoes, I think they're sometimes called at carnivals. So pop our potato on here. There's not really a lot to grab, but hopefully this will do it. And we are putting it into the feeder and turning to speed 4. Okay, let's take a look. And again, our potato on a stick. Awesome. So even if you didn't want to put this on a stick, you can always drop that in the oil and deep fry, or give it a bit of a spritz with oil and pop that in the air fryer. So there we go. So now we're going to change this over. Pop the cassette out. Pop the blade out and swap it over. Drop this noodle blade in. And clip it together. And pop it in like that. Okay, now again, the blade at the front, feeder at the front. And let's go through some of these quite quickly and see what it looks like. Okay, let's go this way. Zucchini. Nice big zucchini, speed 4. Yay, plenty of zoodles. Lovely. Going to match that up with some carrot noodles. So, carrot noodles. I'm going to tell you what to do with the leftover bits as well in a sec. On to 4. Now I know that looks like I'm pressing really hard. With soft vegetables, you literally are just holding it in place. When there's hard vegetables, you just need to hold a little bit of pressure. It's not pushing. It may look like it, but it's really not. Okay, and now we've got our carrot noodles. Now with carrots, you really want them to be fat, because as you can see here, where we're getting to the thinner part of the carrot, we have half moons instead of long noodles. So just so you know. Now these, fabulous for hash browns or things like that. Okay, so this way is better. Popping that in there. Hash browns, or it could be fried, like really crispy fries. Okay, so our sweet potato noodles, which can be fried up for a bit of a treat, served alongside of steak maybe. Whoa! Awesome. And there we go. This is only going to be a little bit of apple. It's only a little apple. But still very cute anyway. And that's just something cute that you might do for a little toddler or something like that. You know, just something a little bit fun. Okay, so that is the spiralizer. And just like the cutter, oops, I just dropped some in there now. But just like the cutter, the bowl is actually still clean. So it doesn't make a mess of your bowl, and you can go on and start your next recipe as it is. Okay, when you have finished spiralizing, what you'll notice is there are bits of leftovers. You get these funny little bits of leftovers. Okay, now we don't like waste. So what we can do, there might even be some bits that you trimmed off the vegetables to make them fit in the shaft. What we can do, pop them in a sandwich bag, put them in your freezer, and then when you go to make vegetable stock the next time, you've got your bits to add into the vegetable stock. It doesn't matter what the vegetables are, it's not going to hurt your stock. So that's my tip for no waste. So yep, pop them in a freezer bag. The other thing we need to discuss is cleaning. Obviously everything is absolutely dishwasher safe. Thermomix always do that for us because, you know, who wants to wash everything by hand? The only exception is this little piece here, and it's only because it's easier to get into the little grooves with a brush. So, you know, our little $5 brushes that we use when we get, you know, dirty bits in the blades, well, that's what we use for this as well. So, yeah, nice and easy. Now, how do you get a spiralizer in January 2025? So the first people to get a spiralizer, those are going to be those who are hosting a demo and know somebody who wants to buy a Thermomix. So if you are thinking of a friend who has wanted to buy a Thermomix for a while, has been eyeing off your TM6, now's a good time to start talking to them about your Thermomix and about if they're ready to purchase. If they are thinking about purchasing, then it'd be a good time to start thinking about booking them in for a demo with me in January. So in January, we will know exactly when we can offer the Spiralizer as a host reward, and we will make sure that we're booking everybody in that we possibly can as quickly as we can, because we don't know how many Spiralizers we're going to get, so that you can earn this wonderful new gadget. Another thing to keep in mind is if you don't have a cutter attachment, that's what we were talking about here, which is the base part that this Spiralizer needs to work, you'll need to get the cutter first, because there's no point in getting your Spiralizer and then realizing you can't use it. And what may happen is once everybody's going and getting their Spiralizer, they might be going and getting the cutter too, and we might end up with no stock. It's happened before. So I would advise, go grab your cutter now if you don't have one already, and then go and chat with friends who may be interested. I mean, you know who your friends are who love your Thermomix. So yeah, just have a chat with them, line them up for a January demo, and you'll have your cutter and you'll earn your Spiralizer. Make sure you book me in as well. We can do a virtual demo, and we'll have you all locked and loaded as soon as the Spiralizer arrives. So DM me, email me, whatever you like. Yeah, so I'm Australia-wide virtual consultant. Yep, and you'll find a link in the notes for the cutter as well. Okay, thank you for watching, and bye for now.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to join me on our ThermoKitchen Facebook group. Happy cooking!